Living your truth. If you got imperfections and flaws that you insecure about, you guys face them, accept them, love them, and that's that. I don't want y'all to think just because this pretty ass or this the hair the weave and the nails come off, and I'm still a bitch after a bad bitch after a bad bitch. What's popping, YouTube? Damn, I smoked too much weed. It is your boy, your girl, whatever that you want me to be at that specific moment. As long as you're putting the head in front of it, bitch. I am H.B.E. I am back with another motherfucking YouTube video. Before I get started, I would just like to say thank you for all of my supporters and all of you that watched my last video, getting it where it needs to be, and doing y'all big ones. I appreciate the love and support. Like I said, I would rather have 5 or 6 diehard supporters than a lot of weird bitches. Mind how I look, y'all. I'm getting myself prepared to go get my nails and my actual facial and my waxing. I'm getting all that together. Bad bitch after a bad bitch after a bad bitch. But let's just skip the pleasantry and get right into it. By the title of this YouTube video, y'all should already know. This is a story time / question edition, my coming out story. When did you realize you first liked men and how old? From diapers, bitch. I have messed around with women before. I was honestly a very, very young boy. I was real young. I can't put an age on it, but I know most definitely I was young. I can't put an age on it, but I know most for sure that I was a very, very young child. No shade. Did you ever mess around with a female? Yes, I have messed around with a female before. I don't want y'all to think just because this pretty ass or this the hair the weave and the nails come off, and I'm still a nigga. And that's why I don't be understanding the bitches that be popping they shit about me. Girl, I will fuck the shit out of you, girl. Don't play with me. But yes, I have messed around with girls before. I think the essence of a woman is femininity. That's why I encourage women so much to be true to themselves and living your truth and always realize that you that bitch. Because you know everything that a man needs, that a man wants, craves, it all comes from a woman. So, you know, I respect women to the utmost. That's why I try my hardest to encourage them and uplift them and never to bring them down. Unless one bitch out of a million try to come for me. Then that's a different ballgame. I have messed around with women before. Just making me feel uncomfortable talking about pussy. I'm going to look back at this video and say, damn. But yes, I have messed around with women before in the past. Who did you tell first? Who did I tell first? Growing up in the neighborhood that I was in, it was very rough. It's very, I wouldn't say homophobic, but they don't really fuck with that shit like that. I grew up in a real, like the hoodest neighborhood in the town. But I had some neighborhood friends that stayed close to the park, that we was always cool. I had a big ass trampoline. We used to come over there, wrestle low-key. The niggas, this was before niggas really knew that I was gay. And they used to come on the trampoline. We used to all, you know, be on that. That's why I said, I ain't no weak ass bitch. I just don't fight no more. We used to be on that trampoline going at it, bitch. Like cats and fucking dogs. But she used to come over there. She will always realize that, no shade, I will be wrestling with the guys a little bit differently. So I believe she asked me one day when it was just us, she was like, Ty, you don't have to lie to me. And I kind of see what's going on Are you gay?
Nigga, you gay. That's gay.
My first reaction, that's how I know when a DL is a DL. My first reaction, do not try me with that gay ass shit, bitch. Fuck is you talking about? I like pussy. But behind closed doors, she really knew. So one day I just grew the courage just to tell her and say, you remember when you asked me, was I gay? And I lied and told you that I like pussy? Yeah, I am gay. But then she didn't realize, she didn't took it no type of way. She was just like, I love you regardless. So I felt more comfortable with outsiders versus my family. My mom and granny, of course, but I couldn't tell people that was no relation to me about things that was going on with me before family. So yes, I don't think she mind if I say her name. Ariane Wimberly. Yes, baby girl. We was just on the phone the other day, girl, catching up. I come out there to Tennessee. You know you gotta show me where the hood niggas at. And we gotta live it up, girl. No shade. Next question. How did your family react? Oh Lord. Regardless if a bitch or a nigga don't want to admit it or not, I think all my family knew that I was gay. All of them did. Shit, it was obvious. What should be a surprise to everyone that I kind of understand is how bad of a bitch I became, because I was a fine ass nigga. Before this, I was a fine nigga. But I was always gay. I think everybody in my family knew that I was gay, whether they wanted to. I know for sure my mom knew, but you know that mother, especially growing up in those older days, my mom would support me regardless of what I do. But you see, back when they was growing up, gays didn't have the privilege that we have now. They couldn't go outside dressed up like this. They couldn't, have the courage. I wouldn't even say courage. It just wasn't accepted like how it was. They didn't have pride. They didn't have like too many gay clubs that's openly that you can look up and just go to. They didn't have none of that. So now that it's more celebrated, this generation, the older generation, which is the kids that's around my age, moms and parents, may don't want that for their kid. They don't want it. That of course they don't want it because they feel like they're not gonna have grandkids, that child may not have a normal life. It's a lot of pros and cons when it comes to parenting when you're raising a gay child or whatever. So my mom looked beyond that and always looked for the good in me. My mom really thought that I was attracted to white women. I felt like my mom always knew. She just, always looked for the good in me, and she always looked beyond that because that's a mother. That's a mother at the end of the day. They want the best for their child at any means. They're not gonna agree with every fucking thing that their child does. And my mom do not. My mom first realized and she knew she didn't agree with it, and me and my mom didn't talk for a minute behind it. It was because I didn't tell her how the way she found out was a very messed up way on how a parent found out. And I'll make that a story time within me and her another day. Because the H.B.E will be here. The head in charge will do an interview with me on that. But yeah, my family knew. I just think a lot of people had their assumptions on why I was gay. Really was some bullshit because I know why I was gay. I used to think I was gay because of a situation, but I thank God that I moved past that or whatever the case may be, because things happen to us in life. It's just life and how the way it goes. You either sit there and be bitter about it, you deal with it, face your fears and face the things that you went through and move past it and forgive and forget. I mean, not forget, but forgive and always remember that in the back of your head and continue with your life and be successful or be a miserable person. I didn't want to be a miserable person. But looking at pictures before that incident happened, I can always tell that I was gay. I used to always take pictures with my hand on my hip. I used to always stand out in photos. I didn't want to be next to it really anybody. It's me. I'm the center of this. I didn't play no sports. I was actually a cheerleader. Yeah, I think my family always knew that I was gay. You know, when you go to them cookouts or something, and then the family walk on eggshells on how should we address him or her? Is it a girl? Is it a boy? It's a he, she. How should we address it? I'm the same person, bitch. Address me the same way that you was addressing me years from now. Or don't even address me at all. Next question. How did you build the courage to come out? Child, it wasn't easy. Like, once my mom really knew, I didn't give a fuck about nobody else's opinions about me coming out. I was a very insecure little boy, and I'm gonna tell y'all all of this because I don't want y'all to just up and think that, oh my God, he don't have no flaws. He come across as being such a confident type of person. I had to build myself into this. And it came with me coming out. Once my grandmother and my mom knew, I didn't really care about nobody else's opinion about me and what I had going on. I only cared about my mom and my grandmother's opinion, really. Other people used to be mean to me and it would like expose me in a way, and it kind of kept me in a shadow. After my mom found out, it was just like everything, it's going to be okay. You got to have a well-made up mind to do it. Do it at your own pace, but don't waste nobody's time in the process. That's how I built the courage to come out, by not giving a fuck about other people. Know that other people don't do shit for me, and these people that are popping their shit either want to fuck you or be you, and realize that you control your own life. You speak things into your life. When I realized my self-worth in a way at a young age, that's when I really built the confidence to come the fuck out. It was one picture that really stamped me coming out, like this. That's when I had got a lot of people commenting under my pictures, a lot of people, friends, family, people that I ain't talked to in years. Oh my God, you are such a beautiful trans. Bitch, what? A trans bitch? I'm just a badass bitch and a pretty ass boy. You're going to face all of these regular ass people that don't have a life that's going to pop shit about yours. So let me face it, headstrong. At least when I posted the picture, I wasn't ugly. Shit. Next question. What were some of the signs that you gave away and who noticed them? Hell. What were some of the signs that I really gave away? That's a good question. I believe I was in pre-K, not pre-K, or I don't know what K I was in, but I know I was in a K or a daycare. I used to always come home, get off the bus. This was my routine when I used to get off the bus from school. Come home, get butt-ass naked, find a shirt or something that was like this, put it over my head, and I don't know if y'all remember this song growing up. The older ones should remember. It was this girl, I don't know her name. I forgot her. She used to sing this song, I ain't got no panties on, ain't got no panties on.
I ain't got no panties on, ain't got no panties on, I ain't got no panties on the dance floor. I ain't got no panties on, ain't got no panties on, I ain't got no panties on the dance floor.
I used to rock that shit as a little girl. Let me stop. That was a sign, most definitely, for sure. Beyonce was my inspiration. Thank you, Queen B, for helping me come out. That's another thing that built my courage. Beyonce, you guys, no shade, really, really helped me came out. I was just gay from a little boy. I don't know what signs that is because I don't remember a straight moment like that. I don't. So, yeah, that was one big sign. And who noticed them? I know my uncle noticed it. Of course, he's going to point it out. My mom noticed it, but she didn't want to notice it. Friends noticed it. They just didn't really care. And my grandmother noticed it. And my grandfather noticed it. Those are the ones that really did notice it and paid it close attention. Next question. How different were your relationships once you came out? Well, I lost a lot of friends, a lot of people when I came out. I lost a lot of friends and people once I came out. And it's sad because I don't never put myself, okay, I'm gonna break down the friends that I lost. My homegirls that I lost, I never would put myself in competition with a woman because I just told y'all I respect women. All femininity, all feminine traits come from a woman. That's her essence. So I respect what that brings and what y'all bring to the world. But the friends that I had to cut off came across more jealous, more envious, because I guess I was doing it better than they ass, and I have a whole dick, so that probably fucked with their mental a little bit. It's the male friends that I lost. I lost a couple of recent male friends because of me coming out like this. Not me coming out as gay, but coming out me being androgynous and dressing up like this and cross-dressing and stuff like that. I lost plenty of friends behind that. The true ones that I really got to this day never went nowhere. They still here and they know who they are. So if you don't demonstrate that or whatever, you can get the fuck out of my life, period. But yeah. Next question. Who took it better, your mom or dad? My dad took it better. You see, I didn't really care about what my dad had to say, so his opinion about it didn't really matter. And that's all respectfully. I'm not trying to be rude, disrespectful, or anything like that. My mom, I cared about her opinion, and she took it bad. Like, me and my mom got into a real bad argument and a real bad blow up because of that. Yeah, I cried and everything. I was more hurt than anything because I actually cared about her opinion. I didn't want to be, a disappointment in my mom, but my mom always tell me every day that when you try to be a bad bitch, you a bad bitch, and you a handsome ass nigga, you a fine ass. My mom tell me that every day. I can have conversations about relationships and niggas with my mama. She may don't agree to everything that I do, but she respects me and overshadows her disagreements with love, and that's what I can respect. But my mom did most definitely took it worse than my dad. You see, my dad is a very nonchalant man, and a lot of things don't really phase him, and he don't show emotions. He don't know how to do none of that. So that's what I always lacked from him, was an emotional father figure that demonstrated tough love and wasn't really there. But I can't change what happened in the past. We're working and building on our relationship now, and that's just that on that. I love the both of them. To answer the question at hand, my mom took it worse. Next question. If it is a message to any of your young supporters or young gays, what would it be in coming out in the LGBT world? Y'all need to get our goddamn letters together. To answer that question, if there's any advice that I can give to y'all, is to live in y'all truth. You is beautiful. You is worth it. You are amazing. You are light. You are love. You are not a disappointment. You're not a disgrace. You're not taken away from your masculinity because you are a gay male, because it's a lot of gay males that do a lot better than these straight black men in life, taking care of women, taking care of their responsibility, very clean. It's a lot of pros. The only thing that's different is we fuck on niggas and y'all fuck on bitches. That's it. That's the only thing that's different. Only thing. We are a lot more manlier than y'all think because we take care of the essence of a man is taking care of his responsibilities and not crying and whooping about life, getting up and facing it and handling like a man. Don't mope and cry. Go out there and find a way to get it by any means and take care of your household and take care of your responsibilities and have fun doing it. We do that. Straight black men leaving out of these kids' lives, cheating on their girlfriends and wives, fucking before a man. All of that is sin and all of that is not manly, but black niggas do it. Next question. If you was to have children, how would you explain your sexuality to them? This is a great question. Kids don't even know what the fuck sexuality should be at that age. But I know it's kind of hard. That's why I always said that I would want a girl versus a boy in my situation, even though both ways can go out bad. But I think more with a boy, you got to be that disciplined and that hard, tough love. And it'll be confusing me looking like this and raising a male. You know what I'm saying? It can be confusing with a girl too, but it'll be more lenient with a girl because I can boost that girl confidence to the T. I can bring that girl on her first date to show her how a man's supposed to treat you. Pulling out your chair, opening your door. If this nigga don't do that, then kick that bitch ass nigga to the curb. I could teach my girl how to be an independent black woman. You an independent black queen. You that girl. You that bitch. You that whatever they want you to be as long as you putting the head in front of it. You're the head and not the tail. I would teach my girl all the essence of what femininity is because I can display it and I have a bunch of girlfriends around me to build that little girl up to the T. Never settle for less. You that girl, and you could be in. You don't need a man to solidify you. A man is just an enhancement to you, baby. Be that boss. Don't be overbearing to where it's taken away from the guy's masculinity. Show that guy that you don't need him by any means. So that's why I always said that either way it can go wrong and go bad, but I think it'll be a little bit better for me with a girl versus a boy. I don't know what God got in store for me a couple of years from now, or probably a year from now. But that's my mindset and my thought of it now. And I said what I said, and I don't give a fuck about no bitch, no nigga that got shit to say. I can suck my dick and eat my ass from the back, you dirty ass bottom bitches. Those are for all the negative bitches, not the positive females and the positive males that watch my shit. I love y'all. Next question. How can you have a strong spirituality with God, but you are a gay black male? Wow, that was an ignorant ass question. I'll answer it. I always tell y'all, sin is sin. No matter if you're gay, no matter if you are fucking before marriage, no matter if you are drinking alcohol. And let me get biblical for the judgmental Christians and the judgmental God believers that's out there that's so religious than spirituality. If you want to take it back to the Old Testament, laying in the bed with your wife while she's on her period, that's a sin. Watching porn is a sin. All of this is a sin. But just because I'm living in my truth and showing what I'm doing and being me, that excludes me from the throne of God. Fuck y'all if y'all believe that. God judged me from my heart. I'm building a personal bond with God. So I know it's a lot of stuff that I do that's wrong. A whole lot. I don't always do the right thing. I never said that, but what I said was what I went through is what I went through, and I know God judged me from my heart. And obviously, out of all them things that I've been through, I should have been dead, literally. And I don't just say that just to make my story sound great. If I really did a background of my story, y'all would be surprised of the experiences that I went through, and I'm only 22 years young. So, yeah. I should have been dead. By me still standing and being here, obviously God got something in store for me that's big and better than what the fuck I've been through. So why should I feel like I could throw this man away for creating me? And he only put me through this stuff so I could build tough skin and build a strong armor to put on him to be one of his warriors to fight in this big battle. And just because I live in my truth about what I do and I don't hide it and pretend, I think that's better than me going to church and pretending to be one way and it's really not. That's a lot of the Christians of this day problem is now. Everybody want to be first lady. Everybody want to be God. You got demons in your stuff. I done had people with long nails come up to me and say, "Why are you wearing that shirt in church? Why are you wearing that red lipstick? Why you got your skirt up to here? Why are you trying so hard to be first lady? Why are you judging me and not helping me? If you can't help me do shit, don't say shit." That goes for anybody, any friends, family, whoever the fuck you are. If you're going to complain about my flaws and my imperfections, help change it. Help change it. And if you can't help change it, get the fuck out of my face. Okay? Well, you guys, that is it for this YouTube video. I will be having more content coming very, very soon. I just wanted to get that out to you guys. And just because I was late, expect 2 videos back to back. And I do apologize for me being late again because I know from my real supporters, y'all been DMing me and texting me, when is the next video coming out? I'm putting this out alongside another video. So I got y'all 2 videos back to back just because of my tardiness on when I said I was going to post it. Like I always say, if you love me, I love you back times 10. If you don't like me and you're watching, fuck you and all the dead bitches that you love and that you care about. And once again, I will see y'all at the top because the bottom is too crowded. Love ya.